Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and I have a couple of Bloodpoint news items to share with you today. The first one being that tomorrow, January the 14th until the 21st, is the Blood Rush event. Every game of Dead by Daylight that you play during this period of time, you're going to be awarded a 1.5 times bonus blood point. So if you earn 20,000 blood points in the match, they're going to turn it into 30,000, etc. And there was some discussion on the forums about this and the name of Blood Rush, and I thought some of this was interesting, so I want to share this with you. So we're going to go over to the Dead by Daylight forums here, where they showed the announcement on Twitter about the Blood Rush and this 1.5 times. And then people were saying, why is it called Blood Rush? Isn't it normally called Blood Hunt? And let's see, this one made me laugh here. 1.5 times, that's more of a bloodlight jog, to be honest. And they said, weren't these called blood hunts? Am I crazy, or did they change the name? Blood hunts are what we call the shorter weekend ones with double blood points. Blood rush is what we call the longer ones that last a whole week but give 1.5 times blood points. And then once upon a time, believe it or not, we had what they called a blood feast, in which you got 3 times blood points for every game, which was chef kiss, a lot of blood points then. And so there's some discussion about why isn't it 2x the whole week and all this. And, you know, you can't make everybody happy, obviously. But if you play every day, 1.5 times for 7 days is better than 2x for just the weekend, right? So, but if you only play on the weekend, then 2x on the weekend is better for you. But as I said, you can't make everybody happy. So then there was some discussion here about, is there a reason why those events give so little bonus blood points? I mean, we had a triple blood point weekend years ago, when there weren't 26 killers and 29 survivors around. I can't imagine how a new player must feel when they see how much blood points they need to unlock everything. Wouldn't it be better to either completely reduce the grind and or give more blood points during those kind of events? And then Peanuts responded to that by saying, well, there's various reasons for this, but one of the main ones is the impact it has on the game. The higher the multiplier, the more people want to farm. And we don't particularly mind farming, so as long as you aren't forcing people who don't want to. But it does get in the way for people who just want to play in the game. It's not a huge deal when it's just one weekend, but it can get pretty tiring after an entire week. And then it talked about the grind. As for the grind, we mentioned in our last Q&A that we're working on a new design prestiging, which this is very intriguing to me as someone who still needs about 14 million blood points to get Jonah and Michaela all the way to P3 with every perk. It's still a little ways out, so I can't spill any beans on it yet, but there are some things in the works, so that's pretty interesting. I love to hear that there is some grind reduction because we definitely need it. Okay, so I hope you all have a lot of fun getting those extra blood points through the week. The second thing that was announced today was new grade rewards. So today on the 13th, the grades reset. We're all the way down to the bottom, and we got our reward blood points for how far up we had reached on the ladder playing Survivor and Killer. And on February 13th, there's going to be even more rewards given depending on how far up you make it on the ladders. So the tweet says, starting next month, look forward to increased grade rewards. And then they gave us this handy-dandy chart here. Oh, it actually says handy-dandy chart. How much will you get on February the 13th? Consult this handy-dandy chart. So if you can reach it all the way to Iridescent 1 as Survivor or Killer or both, you're going to get 1 million blood points. Now, previously, this had been a 250,000 blood point. So if you had gotten to rank 1 Iridescent Survivor, you get 250,000 blood points for that. Rank 1 Iridescent Killer, 250,000 blood points for that. So the most you could get would be 500,000. Now the most you can get is 2 million if you get to rank 1 on both of these scales here. So they've done a 4x multiplier on all of these rewards, which is very encouraging to see. So yeah, I'm very impressed. I didn't think they would go this high. I heard that they were going to increase the rewards. They talked about that in the developer update for January. They told us there was going to be more, but I didn't think it was going to be this more. I thought they wouldn't really go much higher than 2 times. So to see 4 times the highest reward here is pretty impressive, and I look forward to it. And again, we have discussed about how much with each additional DLC, how deeper the grind gets, and it must be so daunting for new players. So I'm really hoping that this is just the start of part of that grind reduction. I really want to see them do something to shake up the whole system and just reduce the grind, because I'm a player who is approaching like something like 8,000 hours now, and I still don't have everything maxed. I know there are some of my peers have everything maxed, like Running Man. Some players have everything complete. And if I played more Killer, I probably would too, because Killers just get more blood points. And with Barbecue and Chili, you can get those multipliers. But yeah, I really want to start working on my Killers and getting all those prestige and getting them outfitted with all of the perks too. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is just the beginning of some kind of a grind reduction system. Okay, well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about these new grade rewards and the Blood Rush. Is this going to incentivize you to play more, to grind out these points? What do you think is needed to make the game a little easier as far as this daunting grind that seems to never end? Are you encouraged by this as the beginning of it? Is this enough for you? Are you happy just to have these events from time to time? Would you like to see more of these blood rushes from time to time? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But again, thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.
I hear you giggling over there. Don't think I don't. I hear you giggling. I hear you laughing at me. I hear you laughing at me for my mistakes. I know what you're doing.